Good afternoon, those of you doing your revision. Thank you for joining us for this podcast today. We are going to talk about, right up at the top, types of contraction. A really simple topic, quite short. I won't keep you too long today. First of all, that wasn't very good. First of all, I was going to introduce you to a couple of people who are sitting with me. I was going to introduce my 5-year-old daughter, Georgina. Say hello, Georgina.
Hello.
And my 7-year-old daughter, Anna. Say hello, Anna.
Hello.
Oh, that was quite shy. And they're going to watch me while I talk to you about these types of contraction. Well, we'll look at 3 examples today. I'm sure you know what they're going to be and you're really good at this already. But first of all, let's look at example 1 under this black line here. This is what we call the up phase in a press-up or a push-up. But we're going to focus on the muscle group of the that's not what I meant to do. Let me just bring this back. We're going to focus on the muscle group of the triceps just here, and the action that this muscle group is undertaking during this exercise. Now, we are arguing that during this up phase, the tricep is shortening. And we can also say that the joint angle is going down, decreasing. We're also saying that the insertion of the muscle moves towards the origin. And if that happens, if all those things happen, then we have got something very simple. We have got number 1, a concentric contraction. There we go. And those are the 3 terms you need to know. Of course, the tricep is shortening in that up phase. So a concentric contraction of the triceps brachii. Now we'll quickly move on to the action number 2, which of course is the down phase of the press-up. Now again, we are interested in the same muscle group. I can't quite draw it on there, but the tricep brachii on the back of the upper arm. And we're going to argue here that the muscle is still under tension on the way down. If you don't believe me, give it a try. But it's under tension, but the muscle is lengthening, of course. That means that the joint angle is now increasing or going up. And we're saying that the insertion of the muscle, the moving end, moves away from the origin. Okay, and if all those things happen, very simple, we have an eccentric contraction of the tricep brachii. So an eccentric contraction. So of course, number 2 for the tricep brachii is an eccentric contraction of that muscle. And finally, we're going to talk about image number 3. Now we call this the crucifix position for obvious rings in the rings in gymnastics. Amazing position to be in. And perhaps if I just make the image a little bit bigger for you, you can see it a little bit bigger like that. That's a bit better for you. And of course, we're interested in a different type of contraction. It doesn't really matter which muscle you choose, but for the argument's sake, let's say that we're talking about the deltoids. But this is a completely stationary movement. So in fact, you could be talking about any muscle really in the body here. But we're arguing here that the muscle length does not change. So no change in muscle length. That's our first point. Unlike the shortening of concentric and the lengthening of eccentric, there's no change in length. This time, the joint angle is constant or the same. Doesn't change. And finally, we're going to say that the origin and insertion do not move, or they remain the same distance away from each other, so they are in a stable position. Of course, we call this isometric. Now, those of you that are interested in your Greek will already know that iso refers to equal and metric refers to length or distance. Oh, I'm being criticised here behind me. Marty, you want to disagree?
No.
You're happy with that? Okay. Just got a bit of a linguistic expert with me who cringed when I said that. But anyway, it's a good way of remembering it. So that is our 3 types of contraction. Of course, you might be asked to apply them to different activities. when you're in that exam hall. Be prepared to tense those muscles and go through the action itself. See what the muscle is doing, feel if it's lengthening, feel if it's shortening, and you will know what type of contraction it is. But remember, concentric shortening, eccentric lengthening, isometric remaining exactly the same length. There is a fourth one. It's called isokinetic. It means equal movement. That's when a muscle moves with a set speed or rhythm. We don't get it very often in sport, but we sometimes get it in laboratory sports science type testing conditions. So you might come across that in the future. It will not be tested of you in your exam, but those of you going to sports science, isokinetic is the fourth one you might want to be aware of. So as a summary to today, just to remind you that our two movement contractions, concentric and eccentric, are also both referred to as isotonic contractions. So an isotonic concentric and an isotonic eccentric. Concentric is all about shortening of the muscle. Eccentric is all about lengthening. One thing to remember about lengthening, good point to remember perhaps, is that if it's lengthening under tension, the muscle is acting as a braking mechanism, B-R-A-K-I-N-G, a braking mechanism to slow movement down. And our third category is isometric contractions, where we have no movement occurring whatsoever, a stationary balanced force. Those of you doing, or all of you currently doing your A2, you'll already know this, of course. Maybe referred to something like the principle of moments, balanced forces across a lever system. Lovely. Good luck with the revision for the rest of the weekend. I'll be back tomorrow broadcasting from Testwood Sports College in Southampton, where I'll be with the South of England regional table tennis squad, and we'll see you there. I'll say goodbye from me, goodbye from Georgina,
Goodbye.
goodbye from Anna,
Goodbye.
and I'll see you next time. Take care.